Hello July, really busy month for me, did a lot of personal stuff, got the basement nearly done. Update video didn't happen as far as getting the basement done, but hopefully soon, and when I get it up, it'll be done. What? Got a lot of pickups to talk about this month, so I'm gonna try to be quick for once. So what I got done this month, I did a podcast. This is episode 16. We talked about NES beat 'em ups and NES beats. This was BEYAUN, right there, aka producer Snafu. It was his idea to come up with that for the podcast, so we just talked about NES beat 'em ups and NES beats. And we played some of his beats, we played some NES inspired beats, and some straight up NES beats. So check that out. That should be up now. It should be up in links, and if it's not, I'll update it. I'll let you know when it's up. By the way, producer Snafu is going to have another album out pretty soon. It's going to be called Nothing But a Beep Thing, and it's going to be similar to his Don't Know About My Beeps album, and that was really successful. Another chiptune album like that one. So hopefully out soon. I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know when it's up. Also, the Video Game Years 1984 parts 3 and 4 are out right now, and we're just going really quick. It seems it's every other week. It seems we've been releasing, maybe not even it seems, every other week we've been releasing another episode. So peep those out in the links. I really wanted to have a video out this month, but it just didn't happen. I've taken on a project that's going to be kind of big in scale. So it's a collaboration with several people. I don't want to talk about it too much, but it's going to be a pretty, long video, I suppose. It's going to be kind of like on the Game Chasers kind of video, and it's going to involve multiple people from Retroware TV. So look forward to that. Hopefully next month, but like I said, it's a collaborative thing. Got to get, dealing with everyone's schedule and stuff and trying to get things together, and that's always a challenge. So it's just going to take a little bit of time, but hopefully next month I'll have that out. Going to be really busy this month, got to be honest. So, more personal stuff that's really not that interesting to you probably, but I'm, going to be doing some stuff. Been working out a lot. Bam! So I'm thinking next month that'll be the video, and I might get the update video for the basement done next month or the month after, just depending on how fast I can get it done. Just several things I need to get done before I do the video. I don't want to do it more than once. The Videocade Commentaries still exists. We've got some videos on the back, or some podcast videos on the back burner, and hopefully those will come out in the next couple of months here, but more on that next month. Got some pretty cool news that I'll be telling you about, I think next month, but I gotta hold on to it till then, but look forward to it next month. Something cool. 2 months ago, I had a really big update video, but I didn't have time to get it out. Hopefully I'll have time to get it out this month. And I was going to include some stuff about the vacation to Connecticut, but I'm gonna make a bigger video for that later on, I think. So what I'm gonna talk about now is I'm gonna pass it to 2 months younger Eric and talk about my stuff from May. So here it is. So stuff I did this month. I went to see DJ Qbert. Turntablist extraordinaire. I've heard some of his stuff. I saw there was like a movie that they did. It was like an animated movie featuring his music that was really good, and I haven't seen that for like 10 years or something like that. Friggin' awesome. I've never seen a turntablist live. It was something to see. Peep it out. The one up on Colfax, I'm telling you, man, it's a great venue. It's like you got the arcade, and right connected next door, you've got an awesome venue with great electronic musicians. There were some other musicians that played with DJ Qbert, whose names I don't know, but they were very good too, peep. But really, peep out DJ Qbert. So freaking good. It was a great show. I'm gonna be going to a concert real quick here that's gonna be freaking awesome, and I'll talk about that next month because it's actually August 1st. But anyway, I'll have some stuff for you on it. So vlog things I've been up to this month. Well, 4th of July stuff. Got to hang out with my girlfriend's friend from China who was on the lacrosse team. So we got to hang out with him and watch lacrosse. I've never seen lacrosse before. It was really cool. Got to meet him. He was a really cool guy. It's been a lot of just stuff. I've been working out a lot lately, trying to get in better shape, and that's kind of going, along better than I'd hoped, and just busy. I don't know, I've just been doing this and that. This month went by really quick, unfortunately. Something else I did this month, I've been watching Justin's videos, and you know, not only did he have the You Can Play This series, he also had the You Can Cook This series. So I checked out okonomiyaki, which is like a cabbage Japanese pancake kind of thing where they put like a bunch of different stuff on it. And I was watching that video, I was like, man, I should really do that. So my girlfriend and I made okonomiyaki, and I documented it for you. Peep it out. Oh, hello. I didn't see you in my kitchen while I'm cooking things. Trying to cook. I can't cook. I can't cut. But today I'm gonna try to make okonomiyaki. So as I mentioned before, Justin and I, got to hang out in Colorado, and he was talking about his show, You Can Cook This. So I was familiar with You Can Play This, but he's got a show, You Can Cook This, where he made various things. And what we're gonna make today is something he made, okonomiyaki. I've had okonomiyaki before. You need all these ingredients, and you should just check out his video to see all the ingredients that you're gonna need. I'm not good at cooking, but we're just gonna try it. We'll see what happens. And this is going good. It's going better than expected. Already. My lovely girlfriend filming, thank you. So he said to finely chop cabbage, which is a problem for me because I'm not good at cutting anything. As you can tell by my super apprehensive stance and cutting here, I'm scared, as should you be. You don't want to get blood in your okonomiyaki. You're supposed to say you're supposed to put your love in it. I don't think that's the tip of the thumb. It's not your love. It comes from deep within. Like I said, I've never made this. I've had okonomiyaki. It was made for me at a restaurant. And it's really cool when it gets hot. You put bonito flakes, it's like the skin of a fish on it, and they kind of dance in the heat. Looks pretty cool. But you gotta make it with this okonomiyaki flour, apparently, which I've never messed with, so let's mess with it. I've never made a mix like this before. Did I mention I don't cook? I should have done it before. I'm just SOL. I don't have a whisk. I don't think I'm gonna whisk me away. I don't know. Big spoon. You use a big spoon. It's important. It's part of the process. I'm gonna be screwed, aren't I? Man, his batter looks so good. Mine looks bad. It doesn't look like batter. It looks like badder with a D. These are the jokes. These are cooking jokes. Sorry. This is some sticky stuff. This is a sticky situation. That's actually what he said. He said that the yam-based flour or something like that, pretty sticky. I could see that. I can definitely see that. I can feel it. It's giving me a workout. That's what happens when you mix with a spoon. Mental note, get a whisk. Oh man, seriously. That is like, no! Alright, it's probably good. 3 cups of cabbage. Hopefully this is 3 cups. Yes, I'm this anal. I'm actually using a cup. Measuring cup. Thunk. Half of cabbage is gonna be like 4 cups for me, I think, or 3 really packed cups. You gotta pack it tight. No skimping on the cabbage. It's the main ingredient. It's good for you. I've been watching Justin's videos, and I really wanted to make okonomiyaki for myself. It's a dish that I know I love. I've never tried making it, so I thought it would be cool to give it a try. I've been trying to eat healthy lately, and he said that it's a very healthy dish, and you could tell because it's mostly cabbage and other healthy ingredients, but we're also putting bacon in there because it's important to be well-rounded. So you gotta chop the green onions. I'm not good at chopping anything, cabbage or otherwise. I'm not crying, it's the onions. The green onions, the grunions. Actually, I think that's a real word, grunions, isn't it? I don't know. Man, I don't know what I'm doing. This should be done in like no time whatsoever. Chop, chop, chop. I'm trying to keep my finger out of it, like I said. I'm trying to make this food, I'm not trying to make finger food. Super awkward. Ooh, that smells good. Smell this. Pickled ginger. You know it's real because she said So we got the green onions. We're putting everything together now. Let's make it all one thing. I'm really worried about the batter. I don't think I have enough batter for all this stuff, but maybe I'll try the batter next time if I messed up. So you put in some pickled ginger. That's so delicious and nutritious. That's why I'm putting it in here. Firstly, because it's delicious. Secondly, because it's nutritious. It's all about the delicious. What else? Oh, okay. So I dunced it. I was supposed to get tempura batter and then fry the batter and then make crisps out of it. I didn't quite get that. So instead, I just got some panko. Got breadcrumbs. Hoping it works. Wish me luck. You want to put some, which is approximately a grip. Yeah, that's some. Done. You gotta eat this with me, babe.
I will.
You're a trooper. I don't know if I want to eat it. I'm gonna put in some of this. Approximately some. Again, this isn't a science. Maybe. This is why I don't cook. I don't know what I'm doing. Put in some. Is that some?
It's some.
Some. What a team. And then, as Justin pointed out, you gotta crack the egg into the bowl. That's gonna be a Parappa the Rapper reference. which, as you know, works for me. I love me some crap with a wrapper. What's cracking? These eggs are cracking. Ow, I ran into the door. I'm full-time dancing it right now, live in front of my girlfriend. She usually just gets to laugh at me after the fact. She gets to laugh at me live this time. So now we gotta mix it up. Mix it up. I'm having a hard time mixing it. I think I put in too much cabbage. Despite good directions, I just dumped it. The batter's kind of being picky about mixing with everything else. It's kind of clicky. You know how dough can be kind of clicky, kind of catty at times. Doesn't want to mix with all the other veggies. Oh, flour, you're the worst. And I'm gonna put half of it in here because the other half's yours, babe.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna eat the whole thing. I kind of want it. Well, we'll see if it's good. Maybe I want to eat the whole thing. I don't know. You get the better of the two. And you want to make it look like a pancake, is my understanding. That does not look like a pancake. This is big, dang. Man, this isn't a pancake, this is a man cake right here. Manly sized pancake. So I probably should be using a different instrument rather than just a spoon. But you know what? This is Cooking with Eric. He doesn't know what he's doing. You should watch the show You Can Cook This with Justin, because he's not a trained chef or anything, but he can make stuff. He says if he can make it, you can make it. So I'm just gonna trust that I can make it. I just gotta believe. There's another Parappa the Rapper reference for you. Gotta do what? I gotta believe. In case we were in danger of being healthy, just put some bacon on it. Anytime you're like, I don't know, am I being too healthy? This isn't an instruction, I'm just moving the oil around. Don't do that. So now we put on the bacon on. Oh no, I can't get the bacon out. That's what she said, my girlfriend says. I just needed to point that out. She's awesome. Thanks for recording.
You're welcome.
We got some strips of bacon here. Oh man, these are massive. They're too big. Thanks a lot, bacon. That's not gonna work. So what we're gonna do is improvise. Tear it in half. Isn't that appetizing? This one's yours, babe. Just kidding. Man, it's nothing like ripping raw meat to look appetizing. You should see my girlfriend's face right. You just let it sizzle like you were at the Sizzler. I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what's important? Probably the most important thing. Wash your hands. You want to enjoy your food and then afterwards continue enjoying that you ate food? Or do you want to enjoy your food and then enjoy going to the hospital? Choice is yours. Wash your hands. All right, this is the tricky bit, I believe. We've got to flip this. You need 2 spatulas. This can't be done with just one. Oh my gosh, how am I going to flip this? Oh no, this one's going to be yours if it's not good. Ah, I did it. Oh, I did it. I'm the best. Oh, that is burned. I'm sorry, babe. This one's mine. I've been taking too long. I've been talking too long, but you know what? I like it with a little crisp. I like it a little crispy. Make sure the bacon is still there. Oh, thank God it hasn't run away or anything. Now we gotta flip it. Dualies. Oh, I'm a pro. Now we gotta cook it some more to make sure that it's fully cooked. The top looks better than the bottom. The bottom is burnt to smithereens. What happened to the rest of the bacon? Oh, that's right, I tore it. That looks raw. I mean, not that the bacon looks raw, it just means like a raw deal happened. Just making sure that it's thoroughly cooked all the way through the middle. So you're supposed to get aonori, which this one said very clearly on the wrapping. Hold on, let me show you. It says right there, aonori goma. Well, I don't really know what the goma part is, but it says aonori, and that's what Justin said to put on it. But this is some kind of toasted sesame and nori mix, which I remember putting on my rice and stuff in Japan, and this is like a common condiment that you find in Japan. And it makes stuff taste really good, but again, I dunced it. I shouldn't have gotten panko, and I shouldn't have gotten this kind. I'm supposed to get plain aonori, which I think is just like really finely diced seaweed, and I dunced it. So don't dunce it, follow the instructions, buy the right kind. We'll see, it's probably still good. So bonito, you gotta put on there. Fish flakes, basically. There's these little packaged kinds. I'm gonna give, this one's my girlfriend's. Aww, this one's mine. Aww, it's so sweet. Gotta get this on a plate. I think we can do this. Did it a couple times. All right. Ooh, it stays together quite nicely. Now I've got to make my girlfriend's better than I made mine, so she'll eat it. And I need to put this in the microwave. Keep it warm. Oh man, I almost spilled it. That would have been such a bad way to end the video. You duncing at the end. You just put on whatever's left, you big dummy. That's all that's left. I don't mean you, big dummy. I'm kind of talking to myself. I talk to myself. I think that's a trait of people who are only kids. Talk to myself. Do you talk to yourself, babe?
I do.
Yeah. We didn't have brothers and sisters to talk to. We're lonely souls, so we just talk to ourselves. It's a sign of intelligence. It doesn't mean we're crazy. It just means that we're real smart. But I just call myself a big dummy, so I'm gonna make yours into the shape of a heart. Because of convenience. Oops. All right, it's not a heart anymore. I noticed that in Justin's video, the one that he made ended up looking like a heart, and I was like, oh babe, look at that, it's like a little heart, and we thought that was adorable. So here's a heart-shaped one. Kind of. Hopefully it keeps its form of a heart. Aw, that's adorable. Feel the bottle.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. I like it. You gotta have Kewpie mayonnaise. It's the Japanese mayonnaise. Look at that little Kewpie guy. Oh, he's so Kewpie. Like chubby cherub. You must have the okonomiyaki sauce because it ain't okonomiyaki without okonomiyaki sauce, okay? If it ain't okonomiyaki sauce, it's okonominani. I don't know. It's good till 2016, and Justin said this lasts a really long time, but I plan on making a lot of okonomiyaki if this goes well, which I think it will. Okonomiyaki. Aw, there's a bubble. Never mind. Aw, man, that's not heart healthy. Bacon on your heart, that's bad for your heart. That's okay. We got the low sodium kind. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's good for you. It's for health. It's for health. Babe, is it for your health?
For your health.
For health. Okay, this is uneven. I'm unhappy with the placement of the bacon. I know this doesn't matter. But you know what? You know what they say? They say something about that. They say presentation is 90% of the stuff. It'd be like, here's your ghetto taco, but if I make it look nice. And when I say taco, I'm not talking about like a Mexican taco, I'm talking about Japanese octopus. Japanese word for octopus is taco. Learning words while we cook. All right, any advice, babe?
Good lord.
Just cut it.
Cut it.
Oh man, I think yours is gonna be a disaster. All right, ready?
Ready?
Oh no. All right, it's okay. Is it okay?
It's good.
Okay, sorry.
It's still good.
No, I'll bet it'll all come back together, kind of. There we go. You know what that was? That was heart surgery. Now it's all better. Not really. It still looks pretty bad. I just want to make sure your bacon gets cooked. I don't want you to have any heart problems in real life. No problem. This is going to be triple bypass.
Like the heart attack girl.
Yeah. I was just apologizing to you. You don't have to record this.
But I want to.
Oh, okay. I want everyone to see this apology. Well, because I think it's because I formed it like a heart. This side had no integrity to it, and neither did that. So I'm lucky this stayed together. Actually, oh, it's so heavy. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, not bad. Could have been worse. Pretty good. Could have been worse. You know, it's a little burned. You're gonna be okay with that, babe?
I am. Thank you.
Alright, good. Because we're not making I'm just kidding. You know, it shouldn't be this. It probably should be golden brown, not burned. But you know what? Better safe than sorry. I want to make sure this is thoroughly cooked. This is some thick stuff, and your heart's like destroyed now. You know what's most important? This needs to be cooked. The bacon is the most important cooking part, I think. If the flour and egg don't get cooked, probably alright, you know? Right? You're telling me I gotta eat this. So now it's done. It may not be pretty, but it's how it tastes. Like I said, taste is 90% of it. Only 10% is the show of it. I don't know. So let's just put it. See what it looks like. Hey, it doesn't look great. Hey, that's not great. But I'll tell you what, it probably tastes good. Let's get your pieces back on here. It's supposed to be one whole thing for the record, folks. I know that the way it was originally taught was perfect, but then I dunced it. Even if it's easy, I can dunce it, but that's okay. Like I said, how it tastes is really what I'm concerned with. So now that we're done, turn off the heat, start a fire. We gotta put ingredients in it. Okonomiyaki sauce, like I said, essential, gotta have it. Put it all over it, generously applied. My understanding says it goes a long way, and you wanna put a lot on there because it is essential. One good last squirt there for you. Squirt. And then you just put it. It's essential. Putting it is really the most important part. You can have all these ingredients, but if you don't put it, what are you doing? You gotta put it. That looks nice. So now we want to put on Kewpie mayonnaise, and he made a really nice design I don't think I can do as well in any aspect. Oh no, I know I can't. And that's not great. You want more, babe?
It's perfect.
Over here?
No, it's perfect.
Oh, okay, I put you on. I had already started squeezing. All right, so that looks pretty good. Next, we want to put in the aonori, or whatever I got. And you just put some. It's gonna have some sesame seeds and stuff. Like I said, this isn't ideally what you want to put on here. I need to use the other side. This side's not really having it. Let's put it on the side that's like that. And hopefully that doesn't put off too much. Oh, that looks nice. Do you like seaweed?
No.
Okay, you got a problem. Sorry about that. This one's yours though, babe, because this one, remember, mine is burnt to garbage. Now this is the cool part. You put on the bonito flakes and watch them dance. Oops. Not because of my fingers, they dance on their own too. See how they're dancing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's crazy.
It is. All right, and then bon appetit. That's how you make okonomiyaki. All right, so itadakimasu. That's how you say I'm about to eat this in Japanese. We say that here. I'm about to eat this. All right, let's try it. Wow, that was really good. I made it, and it's really good. That's one for the books. I'm glad I got this on video. No one would ever believe it. You can tell it's good just because I'm telling you it's good. It was very good. The bacon. Just record me eating this whole thing.
Okay.
Alright, let's get yours. So, eating Japanese food is one thing, but you know what? It ain't eating Japanese food unless you watch something Japanese along with it. So, I'm gonna introduce my girlfriend to Ranma 1/2. We're gonna go watch it on Blu-ray. Does that sound good?
Great.
Super sarcastic. Great. I guess I have to. So we'll do that.
Let's put it.
Let's just pet it. Check out his videos. Definitely check out the You Can Cook This. Everybody's got to eat. We all got to eat. Might as well eat something good, some awesome Japanese food, and he's got a series of videos that you can check out, and it teaches you how to cook it. I'm not good at cooking. If I can cook it, anybody could cook it, because watching the video, he made it really easy, and it was really good. And I've made that 3 times this month because it's friggin' delicious. Link to his You Can Cook This videos below. Finally, pickups. Let's talk about them. Got them right here. Every month I forget to do something. Last month I went with Dave O'Banjo and Johnny Ketchum to the flea market, and I picked up a bunch of stuff, but I forgot to talk about this. I got some toy pickups. Got this little Mario Kart guy. This was 50 cents. What a steal. Also got this toy Bomberman Bidaman series. This is something that Dan from Pixels to Plastic told me about, and there was a game that came along with this or something, or I mean, I guess there was a game that was based on these, and like you push his head thing and then it shoots out a marble or something, but there's a game that's based on that. The gameplay, I was all just shooting marbles at stuff. It's pretty cool. I have that too. I talked about it a couple months ago. Sealed in the box. It was like $5 or something. I think it's a good deal. Video games. Also last month, I talked about getting a Sega Master System. I'm happy to report my Nintendo works. Not so happy to report my Sega Master System does not work. I tried the RF. I bought this AV cable. This is the one that's for the Sega Genesis 1, but it seems to fit the Master System, so I figured it should work, but it doesn't work either way. The screen just gets fuzzy, and it doesn't even show, like, I can't see the game screen in it. Sometimes you can see it, but it's like warbly. It's just warbles, and I think that it's busted. I was talking to a guy at a game store today, and he said, yeah, we've had a problem with that before, where it's just warbly like that. You gotta fix it. And I think it was gonna cost more for the board, I guess I have to replace it, than it was for the actual system I bought. So I probably just need to try my luck with another system. Hey, if you guys know anything about it, if you can give me any pointers, let me know in the comments. Thank you. This was inexpensive, but complete in the box, Mario Pinball Land. As was this, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Game Boy Advance. Brand new sealed in the box, Final Fantasy IX. It's a crime, but I've never played this one. I played Final Fantasy VIII, and then I kind of fell off video games for a couple of years, and this fell into that point in time, but I've heard a lot of people say good things about it, so I'm gonna check it out. I got it for 20 bucks, brand new sealed. You hate when you have to settle, but I got it in, you know, just the disc. Jumping Flash 2. It's a sequel to Jumping Flash. Soul of the Samurai. I remember renting this, and I was like, there's something about it that wasn't that great, and then I looked on the back after I bought it. I was like, it's a fighting game. I'm not so sure this is any good, but I bought it. It was cheap. Also sealed in the box, PS2, I got Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, or Chain of Memories. This one I never played. I did play, I think this is the one that came between Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, if I'm not mistaken, but I had never heard of it for some reason, and sealed in the box, 20 bucks. I bought some Armored Core games the other month, so Armored Core 3 and Armored Core or Koi Last Raven, PS2. Here's some games I bought for research. Melons, I don't know. It's a secret castle. I pronounced it wrong, I don't know. Oh, Game Center CX game also, by the way. I'm collecting all the Game Center CX games, all the games he played. I think I've mentioned that. It's hard. Cabal or Cabal on the NES. Narc on the NES. Why am I telling you what system? It's so obvious. Blades of Steel. This one is a popular game. Every time we go to MagFest, a lot of the Retroware guys want to play Blades of Steel, popular hockey game. I was always an ice hockey guy. I mean, I don't really like sports games that much at all, but I always played ice hockey when I was a kid, and I cannot get used to playing this game. All right. Anticipation. I don't know, I was trying to make a joke. It's not good. Bice is Loaded on the NES. Speaking more sports games, RBI Baseball. I remember there were a couple of baseball games that I didn't mind playing at my friend's house, even though, like I said, not into sports games, but they were pretty fun. Outrigger on Dreamcast. I don't think I've ever heard of this game. I was kind of worried that it might be one of those gun games, because Dreamcast didn't have a first-party gun. They had third-party ones, and some of them were known to fry ports and stuff, so I don't have one out of fear of ruining my Dreamcast. Ruining my dreams in my cast. Hoping that my Sega Master System would work, I bought Thunderblade. It doesn't, but hopefully this works with my power base converter hooked up to my Retron 5. I know some games don't work on the power base converter, such as Penguin Land, which I really wanted to play, but you always move left and you can't go anywhere. I don't know. Some of the games are broken. I'm not sure if this is a good game, but I've never heard of it. Donkey Kong Barrel Blast. It was priced right. I remember renting this and not being wild about it, but Amazing Island, Sega game on GameCube, and I just bought Billy Hatcher, I think it was last month, so I saw this, I was like, nah, why not? Great reason to buy a game. Why not? Bought too many games this month. I did not mean to. Believe it or not, I don't own this game. I have it on Virtual Console a couple times over, I think, but Streets of Rage, really good soundtrack. Partially why I wanted it on cartridge. Well, this game is a turd. Warlock on Super Nintendo. I remember playing this once or twice as a kid, but I have an idea for a show I mentioned, I think last month or the month before, and this would be part of it. We'll talk about it when I do it, if I do it. Prince of Persia. I have this multiple times, but I don't have the Super Nintendo version, and the reason I bought it, Audino played it, Game Center CX, which by the way, the Game Center CX, gamingcx.com, I'll link to it below. They've been updating videos less frequently now because some of their stuff's getting pulled off, which really sucks. So if you want to check it out now before all their stuff gets pulled off. I really hope it doesn't happen. They just updated early at the very beginning of this month with a video, and hopefully they just keep coming out with them. But anyway, check them out. Really cool stuff. I love Game Center CX, and as far as I know, that's the best place to watch them. If you guys have other comments. This game, I'm so glad I could find this rare, awesome game. Back to the Future on the NES. Man, not a great game, but I bought this game because Rue of 16-Bit Gems, Clan of the Grey Wolf, said that, you know, it's actually not that bad of a game, and he would always play it anytime we got together. I was like, dude, what's up with this game? And you know, we kind of look, it's actually just like a shooter. It's like a vertical scrolling shooter for the most part, and he says it's one of those games that gets a bad rap, and he can beat it really fast. And we stream it sometimes because he's trying to beat it as quick as he can, beat the all-time world record goal of beating the game really fast. It's all right. As I mentioned before, ice hockey, and this all falls into the research category, and I just, you know, it's not a bad game, I like it. This game I bought on my own because I don't like sports games, like I said, but Super Spike V-Ball and Nintendo World Cup. The reason I bought this is because it has the sprites from the Kunio-kun series. So if you're familiar with River City Ransom, the sprites from those games are in this because it's part of the Kunio-kun series. I had no idea. I just remember seeing Nintendo World Cup, and I would never buy that normally, but because those sprites are in it, I'm gonna. It's probably fun, hopefully. I've heard a lot of good things about this game, but I've never played it, and I don't really know much of anything about it. Someone told me it was kind of like Pikmin or something, which, all right, I love Pikmin, so hopefully it is. But The Wonderful 101 on Wii U, not a lot of games to play on the Wii U. I love the Virtual Console, but you know, as far as games, it's just not a lot quite yet. Been loving Mario Kart 8, still been playing that. I didn't even talk about what I've been playing, I'll talk about it next. Dead Space 3. My understanding is this is the worst of them, but I wanted to have them all, and I haven't started playing any of them yet, but I heard good things about 1 and 2. So why did I buy 3? Completionist? I don't know. Have it all? Imports got Star Force on Famicom. I bought this game because Audino played it, Game Center CX. I have never heard of this game. Onyanko Town, which is like Meow Kitty Town. Yeah, so it just looks cute. I just like the cover art. Adorable. Look at that. And actually, I read online that you can play this and you don't even need to speak Japanese. I almost said English, which I don't really speak English that much, or well, or goodly. You know, normally I would say that the cover art for Japanese games are better, but I like the Excitebike cover art we have here versus this. But I just thought it'd be cool to have, you know, some of these original games that we got over here just to have the Japanese version because it looks different. It's cool. Red cartridge, that's cool. I love the multicolored cartridges on the Famicom. Speaking of which, Lot Lot. I actually thought this might be another game called Doa Doa, as in door, door. Another game that Audino played on Game Center CX, but this is not it. I don't know what this is. It just looked interesting. There's a crab at the bottom playing with pachinko balls or something. I don't know. This is one time I'm gonna say that the cover art that they got in Japan, much better than what we got here. Ice Climber. That looks awesome. A lot of people don't like this game. If you see people playing NES Remix, a lot of comments on what is up with Ice Climber. The controls are really bad, but I'll tell you what, I like it, it's pretty fun, and the cover art is brilliant. Friggin' love it. Kamaitachi no Yoru on Super Famicom. This game is one of those audio novel games that we didn't get any audio novel games in America because it's an audio novel game. It's not the kind of game that you think anyone in the US would want to play. In any case, it's a horror game, as you can probably tell from the cover. And guess what? Audino played it Game Center CX. It was a really funny episode, one of my favorites. And I know I'm going to have a hard time playing this because it's tons and tons of dialogue, and I don't speak that much Japanese. I know katakana and hiragana. Kanji, I don't know. I just happened to know this was Yoru by looking it up online, and I'm gonna be screwed playing this game. I might have to just watch Arino play it and try and mimic it. I don't know. Maybe it'll help me. I really want to get back into learning Japanese. Maybe it would be a good tool to help me learn. We'll see. And CB Kara Wars. This is gonna be a Super Famicom game featuring, you might recognize Devilman, like a little chibi Devilman there. And there's also a chibi, well, this is another character from Devilman, and then this is like Mazinga, like a chibi Mazinga. I don't know. It's a gag game. It says something about gyag. It's a gag version of these characters, which, you know, Devilman's a pretty serious anime. It's pretty dark and gory and stuff. But this is like a beat 'em up. When I had no idea what it was when I bought it, I was like, it just looks cool. And look, it turns out it's a beat 'em up, which we talked about beat 'em ups on the podcast this month. So check that out below, hopefully. And what I've played so far, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. I'm kind of stuck already, but you know, that's how it goes. Playing import games is always kind of a challenge. Almost always. Okay, that's kind of a long video with everything put together, so that's really all I got this month. Hopefully next month I'll have a video out. Want to do that big project I was talking about. Maybe I'll have an update video on my basement, or the month after, something like that. But I'll see you next month.